What's up, YouTube? HP analysis video, because we're going to be taking a look at one of the new cards from Eternity Code, and it happens to be Madolche Promenade. So this is a new card for the Madolche archetype, and very good promising effects attached to it. The only downside is you only activate one of this card per turn, and only one effect of that card per turn. So just a little insight to its own effect. Now, in terms of its artwork, this card features Madolche Queen, Tiara Misu, Madolche Pudding Cess, and Madolche Pudding Sur within this card's artwork. And it looks like they're just taking a stroll within Madolche Chateau. Or probably outside of Madolche Chateau, for there is a building invisibilis to it in the background. And it is this nice, beautiful little chocolate fountain. So, we'll be taking a look at the new Madolche support card. It is a normal trap card that, like I said, I can only use one effect of this card's name per turn and only once that turn. So first effect, target one face-up card your opponent controls and one Madolche monster on your field or in your graveyard. Negate the effect of the first target for the rest of the turn, and if you do, return the second target to your hand. Its second effect is you can banish this card from your graveyard. Target one Madolche Exceed monster you control. Attach one Madolche monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard to that monster as material. So, the overall look of this card is that it's another normal trap coming into the game with counter trap like ability to have the ability to negate a card's effect and being able to deal with that effect like that is a great effect. I'm not gonna lie. The only downside to this card is it doesn't destroy it, but it does negate its effect. Then on top of that, the recovery of the Madolche monster will come in handy because there are some where you have to send your link monsters for your link materials to the grave. There are of course detached material, then insert effect here. Maybe there's some additional cards you wanted to not be in the grave, you wanted it in your hand, and you get it all in this first effect, which is great because the track record for Madolche monsters in terms of their counter traps, or their cards that negate, kinda have been batting zero. So it's nice to see at least one card out of it do well. I mean, T-Break on its own hurt itself for the most part. And Madolche Knights was just one of those cards that it required you to have no graveyard, and at that point, because of how the game itself was going, it was one of those things where I don't know if I'm gonna have monsters in the graveyard, and sometimes this is not gonna work out. And 9 out of 10, they weren't Madolche monsters. The other effect, of course, is the ability to attach a Madolche monster to a Madolche Exceed you control on the field. Which, now, we look at it in the basis of all three of the Madolche Exceed monsters are amazing. The benefit to this, obviously, is that, well, we have one monster to look at. Madolche Pudding Cess Chocolate a la Mode, who is the only extra deck monster of that archetype to need Madolche Pudding Cess for its additional effects. Now, I don't know how much of a setup it will be personally. Looking at it, I think it'd be a great addition to Madolche, considering the fact that she does have a set of effects attached to her. One of them primarily being a search effect. But I think, in terms, if you want to promote that type of synergy with the archetype itself, then give the synergy to the archetype in terms of that whole defense. Because this can be very defensive in a way, too. Where you can, okay, let's say, for instance, your opponent's going to try to DD Crow Madolche monster. You've already used this effect the previous turn, and it's actually in, let's say it's your turn, and you're trying to trigger off some stuff, but your opponent's going to try to trigger off DD Crow. Well, you can chain to the DD Crow this card to pretty much say, okay, I'm going to take my monster in the graveyard, put it back into the deck. Or take my monster in the graveyard and attach it to a monster on the field. Because 9 out of 10, you're probably going to have a Madolche monster on the field to help with this situation. So, It's nothing to be too concerned about in terms of what it's going to do. I think for the most part, it's going to be a great utility card for Madolche's because it negates, it has the recovery, and it has the additional material effect on it as well. But I'm looking very forward to this card and to see what people will do with it because I'm sure people are going to test it now that it's out and um, the we know how people get down on YouTube. So I'm ready to see what that looks like. So let me know what you guys think about Madolche Promenade and its effect, and I will hopefully see some of those thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys next time. HJ signing out. Take care.